Hello and welcome to another video. So today we're going to be unboxing the Aurelus Maxotaur Ultra. This was a pickup from over the couple of weekends ago, I think, at this point, by the time you guys get this video at least. So this is actually one of the few I've been looking for. I also want to get, of course, the Drago one of this. That's really my bigger aim, is to get that, of course, which should be great. I wasn't able to pick any up. I just couldn't find any lately. I might have one by the time this video goes up. Again, we'll have to wait and see, because they're currently on our schedule, of course, a video every 2 days, which is okay. So we'll get right into this and open it up. These things usually open up pretty okay once you get past that first part. There we go. I don't like damaging these boxes too much, but you don't really have a choice with the way that these get designed. So, of course, we get them out. The pretty standard rulebook that can just disappear. Excess packaging, not really needed, and we have the instructions and a checklist. So the instructions to close this thing up, it is a level 3 close for memory off the box. It looks like it's going to be a reasonably interesting one to close, and Maxotaur I was looking for because I currently play the Howler deck, and I've added the Serpentines that we opened, and that's pretty okay, but we've got to get this thing, of course, out of here without ruining it at all. At least like to get a little bit of force from behind. So this is the Maxotaur Ultra, the Aurelus Maxotaur Ultra. I actually really like Maxotaur design. It's awesome as for a design. I really enjoy it. We also have, of course, when we can get this open here. Got to get the cards out. Oh, at the front. That's why. There we go. Found them. Awesome. So they're in there. We'll get that out. Also got the cords in that pack there in a minute. We'll get those ones out as well. Once we get this open, I always gotta be gentle with these. I don't want to ruin them too much. These are still international versions since I am Australian. Always got to keep that in mind. That's why we're a little bit behind compared to some other channels and stuff. Like, we've only got Wave 1 products at the moment. Wow, I actually ripped straight through that when I got the tape off. That's how bad this tape can be sometimes. Why I try and be as careful as I can, even though most of these will always be in played condition. I like to keep them in reasonable condition when I get them. So Maxotaur Ultra, I don't have the Evo for it, but it doesn't look like I'm going to need it over all that much, because this thing has one DNA effect, 3 because of the different languages, of course. It is a +2 fist on the DNA. It's actually comparable to my Howler, the Chaos Howler deck. So that's actually going to work really well with the DNA splicers, although to put this in I will have to remove a couple other cores, but that's fine. You do get the other Mantanoids, the other Maxotaur, Mantanoid is going to be in the next video. We got that as well. They're the other versions. I only usually hold them to the English, and I put the others in a case somewhere, because you can only use English cards in an English deck, and you have to match language for language, so that's typically the way I do it. This doesn't look like English to me. Maybe they've run the wrong way. Yeah, there we go, last one. Strength of Maxotaur. So this is a 4-drop +8 damage Ventus card. I can't personally run this in the deck I'm using, but the deck my partner uses is actually a Ventus based deck, and this card could be okay for that. It is a bit costly for what it does, but it's not bad. I'm not sure if Pyrus has better options. I mean, for 1 more cost you could gain 3 more attack, but this is actually okay for a 4-cost card. So now we get to the stage where we've got to manage to, of course, roll this guy up. So taking a quick look at these instructions here, we're going to want to be able to roll in, it looks like the side pieces here, these little bits are going to want to go in some capacity. I'm not really 100% on them. Looks like they fold in and up, which is good. Then his legs will fold back, and his tail will come down, his horns will go down, and head will go down, and the rest will then just all pop into place by the looks of it. So, starting with the arms, using the very similar mechanic. Of course, looks like they fold back on himself. Okay, so I'm guessing they just clip up there then, like that, and they go kind of there. Interesting. So what have I done with this side to bugger it up a little bit? So his head and that are actually meant to all come down at the same time to clip into there, or something of that nature. So the legs will come up into a ball, tail will then come up, and then the rest of this is actually meant to just clip in here like so, if I've got this right. I just got to get the rest of it all clipped in properly, that's all. So that all clips in, that all closes up. And then we have it ball form, Maxotaur, which is one of the first few I think I've been able to do in a single take. So definitely going to be okay. We will take a look at the cores. I don't want to forget about those too much. Sometimes I do when I'm going through stuff. Now that we've got him all folded up, we're going to need a core, of course, to open him. So he is a Helix and a Shield core. So of course, you get the 2 for this. And it looks like the Shield core is actually a Shield Aurelus Darkest plus 400B. Not a big fan of this, but my sister will be. If she can run Shield, I can't remember if she runs Shield, I don't think she does, but she does run an Aurelus Darkest deck, so that won't surprise me. And this is a 600 -3 Helix. I have got another one of these. I'm actually running another 500 and -1. I may decide to run this over that, just because the B power for me is normally more important, and I can run other buffs, although Maxotaur does suffer from a lack of fist damage, so that might be interesting to run, because I've got the Pegatrix if I want to run this one. I'm going to mess around with a few decks and see how these kind of line up, but overall, he's definitely not a bad Bakugan. I think he's actually still quite decent. Aurelus cards are always reasonably powerful. He has got his magnet on the top there by the looks of it, and his arrow should be around this side, so we'll give him a quick roll if we can. Of course, get him to land on these little magnet pieces here. Oh, it's stopped. Has it? No. Oh, sorry. Thought it may have stopped for a second, the recording. Sometimes I gotta look at it and go, hey, I don't think it stopped. There we go. So he is, of course, meant to, I think, flip over and keep the core on his back. And his legs are just a bit, I think his legs are just a bit stiff looking at that. Which is okay. So definitely a really nice Bakugan. Definitely a fan of the Maxotaur line. I also need to get a Trox, either in Ultra or in Normal, as that's one of the other few I'm missing, and of course, Mantanoid and things like that will also be quite nice. So with this and his cards, looking at a very promising Bakugan, so definitely should be a lot of fun if I can get his Evo card. I don't know if that's out yet or if it exists. I'll have to go through the checklist again. I usually only check what cards I'm after when I know what I'm after, so I haven't had a full in-depth look at it, but hopefully I'll be able to get a chance to do that. So if you guys did enjoy this video, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more content, as that really does help out the channel. Until next time, see ya.